Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Ross here, and this is After Dark DLC for City Skylines. As the moon rises over the horizon, we can see a lot of different changes already. The game looks beautiful. Now, I'm going to try to dive deep into every change I am currently aware of in this new DLC and update. Some things are for free. If you did not get the new After Dark DLC, you still got the nighttime, the day-night cycle, as well as some other things. But I'm going to go into every single building change, new buildings, new taxation, and a lot of other different things that have been changed that I think you guys should be aware of. But we're going to try to do this very quickly so you can get the most information in the shortest amount of time. So let's get started. Now, one huge addition is the International Airport. The International Airport is at least, I would say, 4 to 5 times larger than the last airport, and it is just massive. It really is. Now, one thing to know about the International Airport, if you did not know it already, is it actually has a metro station already in. It's combined together, which is really going to be quite useful for larger cities and to network your transportation into one thing to another. Especially since the new tourism and leisure, you can have a lot more tourists in your city now, and it seems that they've balanced it a little bit better than it was before. So it's just another combination building that is actually the very first combination building, and there's 2 of them in the game so far. Talking about combined buildings, this is the cargo hub. Now, the cargo hub combines the old train cargo hub with the port and cargo hub together. And you can now have 2 buildings in one. This can definitely help you if you're trying to manage your traffic in your city, as well as get the most amount of cargo into different areas. So now you have a direct line to your train and as well your shipyard. So that's pretty neat, and it's not too expensive. So yet another building that has a combination dual purpose. Another new building is the prison. The prison is for your cities, for all your criminals, and it has a capacity of 500. It has its own prison vans that go to the police stations and pick them up. This is going to be very useful and needed in the game now, as criminals that do not have room in the police stations will be released, and you will actually watch your crime rate rise, and your murders and everything just go up, and up. So another new building, and yeah, it's kind of plain, but it's definitely going to be used and increases the functionality of the game and just adds in some more depth. Another new building is the bus station. What this does is has, I think, 10 different locations. I might be wrong on that, but 10 different locations that all the buses can actually go into. If we hop into our network, you can see that I already have 3 different lines in here, and you can just create a new line right in there, and it starts there, and that's the start point. So all your citizens now can get dropped off here, and then they can switch lines. So if they want to, get picked up over here, but then transported somewhere else in the city, they can come here, get off their bus, and get onto another bus. Now, a good idea is maybe even combine this with the subway station right next door for larger cities, and now you just have a huge, transportation hub that can be very useful in, decreasing the amount of traffic that you have on your roads. Another new building is the Taxi Depot. The Taxi Depot essentially is just a building. You have to add in taxi stands to actually have it work. Now, what it does is the taxi stands are just stationary objects right here, and taxis will come there. People will go there, pick up the taxi, and the taxi will then take them anywhere in the city they want to go. It's not just, taxi stand to taxi stand. It's just anywhere they want to go, they pick up the taxi right there. Some more new buildings is a whole bunch of restaurant piers, fishing tours. All these will be found in your parks thing, and then you go into your tourism and leisure, and you can place these. There's also some new beach volleyball courts, riding stables. Now, something to note for these piers is they have to be put in by 2 squares to a road, or they do not get a connection. And as you can see right there, just 2 squares in to the road, and they don't have to be placed on the road, just 2 squares to the road. And now you have a new fishing pier. It definitely adds some happiness and also helps with tourism and also leisure. To finish out the new buildings that were added is luxury hotels and also different things. Now, there's no new unique buildings, or no new monuments, but in unique buildings underneath this tab, tourism and leisure, there's some new ones added. There's a casino, there's a driving range, there is a zoo, and a fantastic fountain. fantastic fountain is actually right over here too. So it looks quite fantastic. So that's all for the new building. So let's dive into the other new additions into the game. One of the most important aspects that's been added to the game is, since now there's a night and day cycle, there is now a night and day slider for your expenses. So in theory, you can slide it that where you want more medical care during the nights because more people get hurt during the night, you can raise it there. And also the same thing goes with like trash. So I have more trash going out at night than I do in the daytime, so I can control the amount of traffic. Speaking about traffic, the one thing you'll notice is that traffic during the day and night definitely has changed. You know, there are a lot more vehicles on the road during the day, and there's a lot less vehicles during the nighttime. But the one thing that you'll also notice is that service vehicles, like your trash trucks and everything, go out during the night, and if you have it scheduled that way, you can actually have a lot of your trash trucks go out at night and then not clog up your roads like they are right now. And all you have to do is just go into your budget, switch so the trash goes down to 50% at daytime, and then 150% at night. And now you'll have most of your trucks going out at night and not so much going out during the day. Another thing to take in consideration with the night and day cycle is that your bus lines can actually be modified. You can, when you go into your modification on your bus line, you can see right here there is a daytime, there's a nighttime only, or there's a day and night. So you can now actually individually put each line into something different. So you could have a night-only line to your leisure and tourism activities, or you can have a daytime only where it only goes to your industrial complex between your residential and industry. And you can save expenses and also save traffic on the roads. Talking about traffic, there are new roads as well. There's an addition to the bus and taxi lane, as you can see here, is indicated with the red in the middle of the road. And actually this is a 2-lane road, so this is the outside of the road. Now, cars might still use this if they're making a turn, but actually service vehicles will use this as well. So your ambulances, your fire department, your police department will use this lane as well as buses. Now, this is just an avenue right now with the bus and taxi lane, but there's also the 6 lane as well, and you can see it's the outer lane uses the bus and taxi lane. But this is something to also keep in note, that this might cause more traffic because you are basically essentially eliminating a lane of traffic for all the other cars and trucks. So it might not be beneficial to put this all over your city, but it definitely can be useful for if you try to get more buses to be used and also not cause a lot of traffic jams. Another new addition is the bike path. Now, the bike path is only for bikes. It's not for pedestrians. Now, if you do pedestrian pass, the bikes will use them as well, and so you can use a combination with the bike path and also the pedestrian path. Now, the bike path is, like I said, only for bikes though, so it won't help you with pedestrians walking to and from. So it's something to keep, just keep in mind that, pedestrian pass might be more beneficial in the long run than using bike-only pass. Another huge introduction in After Dark DLC is the ability to specialize your commercial areas. How you do this is go into your Districts tab. Now you have a new tab called Commercial Specialization, where you can use Tourism Specialization and Leisure Specialization. It works the same way as the industrial specializations. You just district it out, click on it, and then now it is for tourism. Now, tourism does just that. It attracts tourists, and leisure is both night and daytime leisure activities. Now, it does increase noise as well as crime rate at night. And if you want a leisure area, let's say for all daytime activities, how you would do that is go into your Policies tab, go into City Planning, and then you can go down here to NIMBY. NIMBY is says no loud noises at night, which in leisure specialization areas will be closed for the night, reduces noise pollution caused by leisure. Now, another thing about these new policies is also you can go into taxation, and now there's a new taxation called Let Go of Leisure, which stops collecting taxes from your leisure activities or leisure commercial buildings. Talking about districts, there's new city policies, such as harsh prison sentences, which doubles the prison time and reduces crime rate. Also, a new one called Schools Out, where citizens prefer working over education, so now you can have some citizens that are not educated so they can work in your factories. So hopefully that helps with farming areas and stuff. But there is another new taxation or new policy that you can put into effect. One thing to know is that fires have changed as well, is fires now can actually spread. Now, I know they could spread before, but now they actually do spread, and they spread quite efficiently, and I might add as well. It's just something to keep a note where your fire stations are, how long it actually takes for them to get there. And we're going to see this building more than likely, oh, nope, the fire department got there. But if they were just a little bit later, this would have spread and consumed the buildings next to it. So now services such as fire departments, police stations, and hospitals have definitely become more useful and more required in cities, and not just you plopping them in and never worrying about them again. As another night settles upon the city, this will be the end of the video for the tutorial on the After Dark DLC. There's lots of new stuff, lots of pretty colors, and lots of new things that have been added into City Skylines. Please put in the comments below things that you experienced or found out, because I'm sure a lot of you are smart and have figured out things that I'm not even mentioning on this video. And please put them in the comments, let us know, let me know, and hopefully you can help out not only me, but also your fellow gamers. If you guys have liked this video though, please hit the thumbs up. It does mean a lot to me and helps me out greatly. And if you're new to my channel and you like my content, please do subscribe. As always though, I'm the Flying Ross, and I'll check you guys next time.